same position. Help him a little bit when you come into the shoulder in, that he doesn't change his position. There. There. And then you feel at certain moment that he starts to relax. Then you can follow. There. And straight again. Good. And do it once again. And it's by repeating shoulder in or repeating the travers till he stays completely steady. But you can help him a bit. Do it once again. Help him a bit. Tell him a bit with the quiet resistance. Like this, like this, like this. Now you can go into the shoulder in. So you focus always a bit, help the horse in the new balance, and when he is in the new balance, then you can follow in your contact. But when he still is not steady, don't leave him alone, because then he learns. Then he learns to come into the shoulder in by pushing himself out. And it's not that you force him, just give an elastic wide resistance and you try to lead him into the shoulder and do it once again. Try to lead him in a constant frame like this. This is good frame, and now try to do the shoulder in. This. Yeah. True. True. Like that. Like that. And also when you go out of the shoulder in, do it once again. Good. There. That's good. So the horse knows the exercise. That's not the problem. He is easy here in the side gate. But you watch that when you are changing the direction, that he doesn't change his position. Okay? You change the rein of the diagonal, small diagonal, look to the B. Like that. And when the horse is following your contact, you also can follow. Bend him again at the short side a bit, so that he pays attention to the inside of the arena and that he can't look around. Good. There. Good. So straight on the long side, on the track. When everything is in balance, so that you feel that the contact is good, that she is stable there, with feeling, bring the shoulder inside, watch, help him a bit, yes, because there he wants to change his position. You try to explain him, no, stay there, good, so, and then you can follow it. You feel at certain moment he relaxes his body there, good, so then you follow, straight, good. And then always in between the exercise, like now on the short side, you are controlling, is this my speed? Is he before my leg? Is the position good? Is the direction good? Then when everything is okay, once again, you try to lead him very constant into the shoulder in. Now take your time, like that, Make a circle, half big circle, and on that half big circle, once again, you're controlling the tempo. Good there, this. You really feel in the walk that he is nice walking forward and using all his body. Constant in your contact, and once again, when everything is okay, lead him into the shoulder in. Don't leave him alone, just show him how he has to go into that shoulder in. Yeah, we will repeat this once again. One time in the shoulder in, the energy is constant, but it's by bringing him into the shoulder in that he still makes some tension. So we repeat that once again. And it's by repeating, not by forcing, but by repeating that he becomes steady and that he knows what you want from him. But you have to show him how he has to go into that exercise. There it is. There. And then again a circle. And that's the thing what I try to explain you is these exercises are not there because we want to have a nice picture in the shoulder in and a nice picture in the travers. They are there because you want to control the body of the horse. You want to get influence over all the muscles of your horse. And when he goes into the shoulder in and he makes some tension, then it's your work to every time again lead him and help him and show him how he has to go in that shoulder in, and by repeating this he makes at certain moment the link, he understands it, and he will use his body completely correct. Then the shoulder in has his goal. Then you develop the horse in the right way. When he makes some tension in the shoulder in, then you are training the wrong muscles. This is good. You feel this? This. This I want. That he is going, that he's following the right direction, so you are working the right muscles, and that still the rest of the body is relaxed. So you change once again to a diagonal or an S, the arena, and then we start with a trot. And the same thing is for the travers and the other lateral work. You are focusing very well and feel what's happening under you. If there is a slight tension, repeat it a few times till you feel it becomes really steady. And then you prepare him, and then we are going to work in the trot. And first of all, we start here with a circle. Here at the A. And I take this side, because this side the horse is more relaxed. First of all, we want to relax the horse before we are going to make some more tension to train the muscles, but also when he's really relaxed and he's opening himself for you, then he is afterwards easier to convince, even at the other side, to go in the direction what you want. That's good. And watch out with the tempo. I want to have a little bit more activity because he is nice, relaxed, but it should be like that the horse is relaxed in his work. That you really let him work. Yeah, take a bit forward. Come. Once again with your leg, not only with your whip, with your leg is forward. Yes, like this. Forward. And straight a little part. And in the middle you make once again a half circle. And focus on your connection. And I mean with this, when he is following your hand, you also follow. When you feel some tension, you try to board it with a quiet resistance so that he feels a certain pressure there, and at the moment when he is following your hand, that your hand also directly relaxes. That's why we call it a quiet resistance, because your hand is quiet on one place. And a circle, good so. And then at the long side, once again you try to go a little bit forward. Always 1 or 2 gears, because we want to play with energy. We want a horse when it's relaxed, and then afterwards we're going to see if we bring some energy on the horse, that the horse still stays, that you still feel that he is relaxed through his body, even when you bring more energy on the horse. And like that, you are training the horse in the right way. And again, a little bit forward. From the moment when you feel he becomes stiff or strong or difficult to steer, then first of all you have to relax him again. Now once again, and try 3 gears more. Try. Come. Yeah, come. And once again a circle. And there you can be maybe even more consequent in that way. When you ask the question to go forward, he really has to listen to you, and he doesn't have to come against your leg. So The next time when you feel he doesn't take immediately that energy, don't hesitate and do a few steps canter forward. So to a big circle and try to collect them again a little bit. Just a little bit. And now once again alongside. 2 gears more. Come, 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 come. Yes. And then again, collect that energy a little bit. And collect it a little bit. And collect it a little bit more. There. Good so. Good so. And every time feel that he obeys, that you ask to make the stride smaller, but not that he starts thinking before you and makes himself a step smaller and that he loses the energy. He always has to think forward a bit. Good so. Good so. That's nice and steady. Good, so make a big circle, and then I want you to try to stretch him a little bit down without losing the energy. Yes. There. Good so. There. Good so. Because also this part belongs in the training. We are trying to tell the horse every day again which muscles he should relax, which muscles he should work on. Yes, stretch. Good so. Good so. And take back your contact to a working contact without slowing down, without slowing down. Come with your leg, like that. Only on a half halt your horse is allowed to come back. But when you give a quiet resistance or you take your reins back, the horse should stay thinking forward. And now once again, 2 gears faster. Come, 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 come. Yes. Good so. And now next long side once again, and then 3 gears, try. Because you're playing, you are working on the horse, you try that the horse is using more and more muscles and still feels nice, steerable. Good, and collect again that energy. Good. Now once again, 4 gears more, try, come, 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 come. Yes, and try to collect that energy a little bit. Yes, and once again, 4 gears more. Try to see that the horse stays nice, steerable. Yes. Like that, you are training him in the right way. You are working on some muscles, and at the other side, you will still feel that the horse is relaxed and nice, steerable. Good. Then you change the rein on a short diagonal from the K till the B. Watch where you're going to the B, and you have to have him straight in that direction. Good. And then you make again a half big circle. Good. And now once again at the long side, 2 gears more. Come, come, come. And the same like with the shoulder ins, you always pay attention the start of the exercise that he stays steady like that. And once again, 2 gears more. Come, come, come. Good so. And a half circle. And every time in the half circle, you control the horse. Good so that he still is using his body in the right way. And once again, 3 gears more. Come, come, come. Yes. Good so. And collect that energy a little bit. And try to have a nice and steady. Good so. And 4 gears. And try. When he's straight, good. Come, come. Yes. And a circle. And on the circle, once again, there was a little bit tension. So you repeat once again these 4 gears. And come. And come. There. And now you collect it again a little bit. Good so. Good so. Now the next long side, you try to make the strides even a little bit shorter, but feel that you don't break the energy, that you don't want to go to the walk. Good so. Circle like this. Now watch out. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Yeah. There he has to find his balance there. Good. And now you go to the working trot again. Come. Good so. Smaller steps again. Smaller. This is good. Stay there. Stay there and wait till your horse is in balance. Wait till the horse stays round. There he has to stay. There he has to stay. There, that's balance. When you feel you don't have to help him anymore and he can stay there without your leg and without your hand, then you have balance. And then you can ask the next question. And now once again, just a working trot, a little bit forward, and always feel when you touch him that the energy is going uphill. And collect again the energy. Try to help him just a little bit softly with your hands. Try to have your hand quiet on one spot so that he feels the board. Good. So smaller even. Smaller even. Yes. There. Yes. There. And change the rein like this. Don't go faster. Change the rein like this. Yeah, I call this just the small steps, but feel that he is staying in the same energy level. Yeah, small, this, not more as this. Till this feels stable. Good, so. There, that's what I want. And now again a little bit forward. 1 or 2 gears. Come, come. Yes. Pay attention. Yes. Yes. Think a little bit forward. Come. Like that. And smaller steps. Yes. There. Good. And then you go back to the walk. Good. And in the walk, think forward. Forward. Good so. Good so. Forward. Like that. And be consequent also with your leg from the moment when you have the feeling that he puts you to the work, that you have to work too much. Don't hesitate. Give him a double kick with your leg, that you said tuck tuck, that he watches out for your leg. Walk a little bit, try to go to the short side. Maybe take the left hand. Yeah, try to stay on the track. Stay on the track. Think a little bit forward. Forward, yeah, come. Repeat it once again. Think a bit forward still. Good, forward. Because that's the most important thing still with him, that he can produce enough energy forward to collect. Now I will help you a little bit with this forward energy. The only thing what you always watching is when I am producing a bit more energy with him, that you always collect that energy in front. And so when you only opening your hand and I bring the energy, then the horse goes faster forward. Understand? So you try to feel and try to explain him that he should stay relaxed from this. And you try to explain him with half holds that he doesn't have to run away. We make once again a transition to the halt. And in the halt you relax first, good. And then walk. And again on the track, because he turned a little bit. So you also watch that your horse stays in between the both reins. Make once again a transition to the halt. Watch that he stays straight. There. And walk. Walk again, doesn't matter. Walk again. Make a big circle to the other side. And the thing what I'm doing now is when you make a transition to the halt, is that I encourage still his hind leg to stay going. Because when you want to collect and you give a half hold, it should not be like that he breaks in the hind leg, but that he comes back on the hind leg. So that the hind, yes, there. And now you feel what you feel? The back is lifting and the belly is lifting because the hind leg creeped more under the body. Back to the walk. With this groundwork, I try to explain this horse how we can use his body and how he can use his back muscles. And when he finds out how to activate this kind of muscles, afterwards you can use it for the more collected exercises. It's always like that. When a collected exercise goes wrong, it's often a sign because not the right muscles are activated and not the right muscles are relaxed. Yes, with this kind of work, we are telling the horse how he should use his body. We go once again to the heart. Yeah. There. Yeah. And even that he's not square, for me no problem. The thing what I'm watching now is that the hind leg is going under. Because I said at the beginning yesterday also, when you are telling a story to your horse, have to tell it always in a very easy way. Don't tell him 5 questions at once, because then he is confused. Now we are working at the hind leg, so the only thing what you watch is that the energy is not escaping in front and that he stays relaxed in the body. Because when I make the hindquarters more active, then is possible that the horse becomes a bit more strong or stiff, and you try to tell him, now you have to become more active in that part, but still the rest, the neck, the under neck, the jaw has to stay relaxed. Back to the work. Walk. And now we try the next step, is that on the long side, on the track, we try to collect the steps a little bit. Use your feeling in that way that the horse should come back a little bit, stay relaxed in your contact, good so. And I try to explain him that he should not break in the hind leg, but that the hind leg should stay active. Collect again a little bit. And in that way, we have to help him a bit. We have to show him a bit what we want from him. And at a certain moment, he starts to relax in it. And then he has found the balance what we were searching for. So, good so. Collect again a little bit. Yes. And try to explain him that he should follow and should stay relaxed in the contact. So connect again a little bit. Yes, yes, yes. There. And then you have to see if now you relax your reins a little bit, that it doesn't go faster at once. Give a bit rein. Give a bit rein. Now he goes a little bit faster, and you tell him, no, when I leave you alone, you have to stay at this balance. There, because he has to do it on his own legs. We always help him a bit, and then we are searching that he does it alone. And then you go back to the working walk. And we train this always in the basic, easy tempo variations. Afterwards, we can make it step by step a bit more difficult. Once again, you try to collect that energy. Yes, yes. And then look if you can leave him alone, and that he doesn't go faster, that he doesn't change his position, and doesn't change the direction. Good so. Good so. And then transition to the halt. Like this. Bravo. Good so. Because I corrected him, because the hind leg wanted to break, and I said, no, stay going till the last step. Back to the walk. Good so. Collect again a little bit. Yeah, collect that energy. Collect it. Collect it. Yes. Till here. And Watch if you can relax again in your contact and that he doesn't go faster. Yes, and otherwise you tell him, no, not faster. Here and relax. Here and relax. He goes faster, so you tell him, no, not faster. When I leave you alone, you have to stay in this balance. There, there, there. That's good, that's good, that's good. Good, so circle, once again, the working walk. Yeah, good. With your leg, try always forward with your leg. Your whip, I only use the whip to activate a bit more the hind leg, but with your leg, that's the signal to go forward. Good, so collect that energy again. Now you have a lot of energy. Try to make the steps again a bit smaller. There, yeah. There, yeah. Good, so collect it, collect, because you can go smaller still. Collect. Yeah, collect. There, 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 there. And then see if you can leave the horse alone there. He cannot change the position, he cannot change the direction. He's going faster, you say, no, not faster. This, this. And watch the position, because he also cannot change the position. Good. And a direction, and a transition to the halt. And there. Bravo. And you feel that is a part now I try to explain it together with you. Next step is that you can do these exercises alone with your leg. You can tell him, come with the hind leg a little bit forward, and that you can search a bit to this collection, because you need to feel every time this kind of muscles who are activated to do or to go to the next step, is the collected canter, for instance, or collected exercise like shoulder in and travers. It's not about how he's doing this on 3 tracks, but feel this feeling, what you have now, that whole the upper line is working. Understand? Back to the walk. It's not only a thing that I try to explain to your horse. You have to feel with this how this feels under you. Understand? So we make it again a transition to the trot. Just normal to the trot. Yes. Yeah, with your leg. Touch once again. Yes. There. And then once again a transition from the trot to the halt. And then back to the walk. And he did it already very good with the hind leg. In the frame he had still some tension. Once again back to the trot. Yes. There. See that the contact is constant. And then once again on the long side, the transition to the halt. Yes. And transition to the halt. And then good, so back to the trot. Yeah, come. Constant in the contact. Try. There. And once again a transition to the halt. And back to the walk. Yes, once again with your leg. Be consequent. And so in the transitions also, I would like you start training with a bit more consequence, that when you give your leg, that he immediately reacts for it. Because then he waits a bit, so you give first your leg, it doesn't have a reaction, then you kick one time to say watch out. Repeat it, you give one time simple, easy your leg, and should come a reaction. No reaction, once again, you kick 1 or 2 times and tell him watch out, so that he learns to react immediately on your small signal. Collect him again a bit. There, there, there. Good, so stay in the walk. There, there. Good, so, good, so. And trot again. Just a normal signal. Yeah, you just react like that. And once again, a transition to the walk. Collect a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Small signal to go to the trot. Yeah, there. And then a circle here at A. And a little bit forward. A little bit more. Yes, a little bit more. Always possible that you can go immediately in the working trot or even in the medium trot, that he immediately reacts on your leg. Good, and then you make a transition to the canter. And a big circle. Just touch a little bit with your whip. Like that. Yeah, like that. And then make once again a transition to the trot. And in the trot, I want you to go once again 1 or 2 gears more on the circle and get them a bit more through on the bit in this bigger trot. Yeah, think forward. So now in the canter, yes, because we activated the right muscles in the walk, he wanted to collect himself already easier. Right? But the thing is, you also have to check that he stays true in the contact. Even when he is more activated in the hind leg, he has to be round, overhold the upper line, he has to follow your contact. Think a little bit forward, come, a little bit more, come, more. Yes, think a little bit more, yeah, there, good so, forward, good, come, and then a transition to the canter again. Think forward then. Think forward. Go. And then at the long side you canter a little bit forward. Straight and a little bit forward. Because you should think more forward. And a circle. And a circle. Once again at the long side, think a little bit forward. Come. Yeah, come. Stand, canter. Yes. Circle. Yeah, good. Think forward. Come. Then back a transition to the trot. And then in the trot, once again, think forward. Forward. Good. Forward. Yes, that's good. Your contact is good, but still he has to go a little bit more forward. Come. With your leg. Come. There. Follow the track. Good so. Stay in his contact. Think forward. And he stays going to the contact. And the circle. And change the rein. Yes, and then you make once again a transition to the walk. Forward. So that's a part where you, point number 1, where you have to work on, is that he stays thinking more forward and gives you more reaction for your leg. Yeah? Even when he makes sometimes some tension in your connection, don't be afraid to ride a little bit forward in between. We always have to work from the hind leg, the hind quarters to the contact. And then when he is nice active, then your contact also becomes easier and more steady. And then you felt, I think so in the canter, that he was collecting himself very good. Only the connection he should stay easier. Yeah? But the muscles to collect himself, to carry himself, were activated. You just watch every time that the contact is good. That's why I said to you, canter a little bit forward again, because your connection you always have to solve in a forward trot, in a working trot or a working canter. Collect once again in the walk. Stay on the track. And take a little bit forward. There. And a half circle to the other side. And think once again forward. More. Go once again with your leg. And then at the long side, once again, try to collect it just a little bit. Always when you feel that he starts thinking before you, that he is going to collect more, or that he's going to relax more as you want, you ride him again a little bit forward. Collect him a bit. Collect him a bit. There. Okay, so. And then you make once again a transition to the trot. Give simply your leg, touch, and then you have to say the second, I give now a second whip, because he has to pay attention for your leg. You just give the simple signal. Second signal is watch out. Back to the walk. Good so. One signal to go to the trot. Both legs. Yeah. And go. Circle. Little bit forward. Control if you can produce energy forward. Yes, a little bit more. Yes. And steady in the contact. That's good. Come, go. Don't slow down. Go. There. Good. Forward. Come. Good so. And a transition to the canter. In this forward energy. Stay going. And canter. Yes, and forward. Because in the transition, he also wants to jump a little bit back. You have to convince him to stay thinking forward. In every transition, he has to think forward. Once again to the trot. We repeat once again in the trot the forward energy. And forward, come. And forward, come. And forward, more, come. Yes, come. There. Good. And like that into the canter. Bern and canter. Yes, and canter. Like that, that's better. Come and forward. Good so. There. If you have forward energy, then you can collect. But you can't collect if you not have forward energy. Follow the track a little bit forward. Come. Yes. And a big circle. Yes, that's energy. Long side once again, a little bit forward. Come. Good. And a circle. Good, stay going. Come. There. That's forward energy. And then a transition to the trot. And in a trot, once again, forward. Come. More. Repeat once again with your leg. Come. There. Good so. This. Stay going. Follow the track. Stay going. Follow the track a little bit forward. Come. Like that. Circle. Stay in the contact. And now once again, the long side a little bit forward. Watch out. A little bit forward. Come. Like that. Good so. And control him that he stays like that, steady in your contact. Good so. Once again, the long side a little bit forward. Come. Yes. Good so. There. And then you make a big circle here in the middle. And you're going to stretch him a bit down. So at the end, you get him nice forward before your leg, in a nice connection. Then you are really training him in a good way. When he is constant in his frame, when you can produce energy. There, yes. And afterwards, always try to stretch the horse again. Make the muscles a bit longer. Yes, invite him there. Watch out with the neck, that the neck not becomes too much bended. There. And then you change the rein over a yeah, good. Good, so circle, stretch him. Yes. Yes, and every time when he wants to come a bit up, you tell him before, yeah, just be a little bit quicker yourself. Before, with a small signal, because when you are too late, then you have to use already a bigger signal to bring him back to this position or to invite him back to this position. Yes, there. Then you try to make once again a transition to the walk. So, in general, you just have to work on this producing energy. Yeah, that's still the difficult part in it, because then you can go a step further in collecting the energy. Yeah? He shows already himself that he can collect, like in the canter. He shows the capacity to collect. Only at that moment he still is a bit against or a little bit has a bit tension in your connection. Now, when you stay cantering like that, then you stay training him with this tension and with the tension on the wrong muscles. Understand? At the end, like in the trot, there you had the right muscles relaxed and you activated him in the right way. And then you are training the right muscles and then the horse develops in the right way. Understand? So learn him, first of all, to react sharper for your leg to go forward, and then get it nice and steady in your contact like we trained in the beginning in the shoulder ins. Lead him. You are the rider, you are the leader. You have to show him how he has to use his body. When he comes a bit out, don't leave it like that. Tell him, no, stay there. Because when you just don't do anything, when he comes a bit out, then he thinks it's okay. Understand? Okay, you did well. Then we go to the next one.